Okay, STI Engineering, you might have heard about them. TPL Systems, you might have heard about that company too. And Prism Systems. They're all involved in critical messaging. They're working together here in Down Under, actually in this region, on many of the projects. They won a project last night as well. I spoke to them in 2018 about critical communications solutions based on messaging. That was a very interesting interview. That was about the alliance of those three companies. And now I'm back, 2024, speak with Brad Welch, Johan, Jim, about what happened actually over the last few years. Brad, thank you very much for having me here at the booth of joint booth actually between the three companies. 2018 I was here, we had a great interview, I love that. You were talking to me about many projects that were coming up. Much has happened, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Over the last 4 or 5 years, we've completed a new paging project in New South Wales. So between the three companies, Prism IPX, STI Engineering, who headed the project, TPL Systems working in the background, we delivered a public safety paging network to cover the Greater Sydney area for Fire Rescue New South Wales. It goes all the way up to Wollongong, up to Newcastle, down to Wollongong, out to the Blue Mountains, and around 48 sites of a robust paging technology.
So what is the importance of working together with those two other companies? You could do it alone or not?
No, we couldn't, because we all bring different things to the table. So Prism IPX developed the back-end protocol, the core of the paging network, and then the base station controllers to drive the paging network. STI Engineering and manufacturing the transmitters here in Australia and export all over the world. So most of the main paging networks these days have the STI transmitters. So it becomes part of a team. TPL provide the hardware products, so the pages, monitoring systems, siren controllers and things like that. So we work together as a team to deliver the best outcome for the customer.
And that creates synergy, right?
Yeah,
even better success than if you would do it alone. You can't do it alone anyway.
Oh no! I mean, this part of the industry has become quite niche. So we rely on our expert partners to deliver the best product for the customer.
This is Johan Svean from STI Engineering, and Johan, I just talked to Brad about this cooperation.
Yep.
You play an important role in this whole project, right?
Yeah, I guess we all play important roles. I think for us it's all about not just bringing a part of a solution, but a complete solution together. So we all have important parts to play.
Yeah. So what do we see here?
Here we see a replica of our base station hardware. So we have the Prism IPX base station controller, and we have the STI Engineering 250 watt paging transmitter. This is something that's been used extensively all over the world. So it's really about modernising critical messaging. So not just keeping an old technology alive, it's really about bringing it into the 21st century. So not just the transmission, but it's also the integration into the back end via the Prism IPX base station controller to give the operators complete control over what's happening in the field. Any
other projects that you're working on that right now that need the cooperation of those three companies?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you look back over the past 7-8 years, Prism IPX and STI Engineering and TPL, we've done a number of projects together. Lots in the US, here in Australia. I think Brad talked a bit about that before. So this is being used, for instance, both in the SAGRN in South Australia and ESPN network in New South Wales. And the transmitter, we've sold, I think, about 3,000 of them since we released it.
That was the video I created together with David Villacastel about the siren controller. And I also showed you the siren controller in one of my other videos that I created at the facility of TPL Systems in Solat in France. And at that video you can see exactly how these pages are being created. What is inside the pages, what is really so essential for the critical communications. Now go back to the siren controller with Brad. You developed the siren controller in conjunction with those two other companies, right?
Yes,
This device over
so
here.
our engineering team in France worked with Prism IPX to develop a P25 siren controller. So TPL, as well as doing critical messaging products, we're actually a radio company as well. So we developed the P25 component, added other multi-barra protocols, so we can do 4G data, we can do IP, we can do radio, we can even do paging. So from one of our little birdie buttons, I can trigger the siren.
I spoke to Brad and to Johan down in Down Under. You're here at PMR Expo in Cologne. We were talking about what the benefit is of all of those companies working in this space. You know, we have TPL Systems, we have your company, Prism, we have the company of Johan, STI Engineering. So how does that benefit your company, and what do you bring to the table?
Certainly. First of all, we believe, as all companies should, that we're the best in our market segment. And so what we've done is we've put together a working partnership, an alliance, as we call it, that allows us to provide the strengths of our company, the best of the market, along with TPL's products, their devices, along with Johan's STI Engineering transmitters. It makes the best system, and it's a fully integrated end-to-end system to deliver the right solution to the customer, exactly what they need. So with that, we're bringing the best of all markets, all the parts of the market segment to the customer.
And you work globally?
Yes, certainly that alliance works very, very well in Australia. We have certain customers in Australia where we provided full systems working like that. But we also work with TPL, which is one of our development partners from France.
Yeah, they're exhibiting here, right, as well?
Correct,
Yep.
right. So we work with them. We're their distributor for all their devices. But also we did a co-development for P25-based siren and fire station alerting. Siren control and fire station alerting.
And P25 is big in the United States, right?
Big
So
United
there you
States,
go.
all military bases and all the U.S. possessions around the world, which is Guam and various other areas. And so we can use those products in those areas. So we have a lot of cross-marketing. Even in this market here, where it's a Tetra market, there are U.S. military bases with P25. The same with many other countries. The entire European market's very good, but it's kind of a closed market in many cases because its state agencies are mostly the customers. And so you have to have a presence, market presence, to be able to do business there. So we continue to look at those opportunities to see if our product platform, either through us coming into the market directly or working for partners. So as we work with TPL in particular, they have a lot of partners around the world, and we go to the TPL Days events and meet other people. That opens opportunities for that local company to work with our company as well and provide products and services in their markets as a reseller or a dealer and provide service benefits from them.